Hello, it's Dave with Hammond Motorsports. Working on a dirt late model here, and first thing you always want to do is consult your chassis manufacturer where to start getting a squaring points off. This particular car, we can go right off the cross member. So what I ended up doing is I used my body bracing, and what's really cool about it, you can see right there is a center line, and if I roll the camera up under there, you should see there's one there too. So what we did is we drilled that and hooked it right into the cross member where the struts go in. Got us a nice squaring point. We've disconnected the tire rod. We've got our ride heights. Very, very important to understand that our ride heights are your center to center down there of your shock. Because the plate from the center down to the ground is going to be a body height change, not a ride height change. If you adjust your ride height and you measure from the ground, let's say you measure from the ground to a point on your chassis, maybe be back there where that bar is down or wherever. If you ever change the size of your tires, that will change, and then that will change your A-frame angles. But anyway, what we've done is I'm sitting here doing some caster. Now I have the car at ride height, so I'm roughing the car in before I get it into dynamics. So what I've done is I know that this edge is square off my body bracing, and then come in here and took a square like that, hooked it up here, and I'm sorry I'm doing this by myself, otherwise I'd have some more demonstrations here, but it's kind of hard to shoot a video when you're by yourself. But so I squared here to my plate. Now we're going to do our caster. We know the wheel is straight in the car, and I always say that you need to have the caster gauges running straight forward and backwards. Well, now that we know that the wheel is straight, we can simply measure from the housing to the brake rotor on two different, on that side and this side over here, and now that is square as well. So now I know that the caster gauge is going straight in line with the car. So we've got a caster reading on the top ball joint of 7.4, and on the bottom here we've got I don't know if we can read that, kind of a pain here, I'm sorry, 7.55. So there's 0.15 degrees difference in the spindle. That's pretty damn good. So I'm not too worried that the spindle is bent in this car. So another question we've had is with the dirt late model, pavement late models, that's got the big bracing here, how are you attaching the caster gauge? Well, we've got a bracket here, and you simply just moves it out, and then you just turn it forward or backwards to whichever you need to clear. This particular deal here, I had to do the caster on the upper on the back, caster on the front, on the lower on the front. So it's very, very important just to have the gauges square, and it doesn't matter if it's on the back side or not. And if it's on the back side, positive caster, you got your arrow right there, and that arrow is pointed up. That will be a positive caster. Let's see if we can get this one. Same thing here. I say, I'm sorry about being a pain in the ass here to videoing by myself, but it is what it is. You see the arrow up, that is a positive caster. So, and these caster gauges I got, if you gotta flip that housing upside down, it doesn't matter. But now you want to do camber, yes, you could put one right here and do camber, but your best bet's put right here on the setup plate. So, but I just wanted to go over a couple things here about doing some caster. Very, very important to put the car in dynamic attitude. I would recommend to take the setup stick out or the shock and spring travel the right front chassis down to where it is on the racetrack, jack the left rear up with a floor jack, and what that will do then is it will allow the chassis to move. And we're seeing a lot of chassis themselves are moving in about 3 directions. So as all the directions it moves, all your fixed welded points are actually migrating and changes your caster camber, which then in essence are just some of the small things that change the bump steer in the car as well. So, but anyway, like I say, we're just trying to get this thing roughed in, and I wanted to show a quick video about using our caster camber gauges with our setup plates. And yes, we will be having these stands come out very soon. They're still in the testing stages. I got a few things I want to do to them yet, but we'll have them out. So, and like I say again, this body bracing's phenomenal stuff. I tell you, I've measured off it to about 3 different other points to verify, and it's square as can be. So it's pretty awesome stuff, multi-purpose there. But anyway, get a hold of me is HammondMotorsports.com, or reach us at that number 563-659-1153. So thank you. You all have a great day. Take care. Bye.